Bro, I was just thinking, bro, and being black is like the coolest race ever, bro. I mean, yeah, bro, sometimes we don't come with a dad and stuff like that, or the cops hate us and stuff like that, but other than that, it's so cool to be black if you really think about it. We come naturally athletic, we can go outside, ain't gotta worry about putting on sunscreen. We can sing, we can dance, we're funny, we're tough. We can style our hair in ways that other races can't, like we can get dreads. Of course, some people can get waves and stuff, but a lot of people can't get waves. We can put it in braids, all kind of stuff. Like we can do so much with our hair that other people can't. Black male and female can do that. We can dress, bro. We have the best fashion, bro. Like we just know how to put an outfit together, bro. We can cook, bro. Like being black is so great, dog. We can say the N-word whenever we want, whenever we desire, and won't anybody question it or look at us any type of way. Like, I want y'all to fathom it, bro. Like, we really actually greater than we think. Other races walk around trying to portray us. We don't walk around trying to be white, Mexican, Brazilian, none of that. We are who we are. But other people want to be like us, dress like us, talk like us, rap like us. We are great. Hey, regardless of what other races say, being black is the coolest thing ever. Don't let nobody ever make you ashamed of being African American or being black. Think about it. Every time you turn on TV, who do you see? Black people. You go look at streamers and stuff. You go get on Twitch. Who do you see? Black people. The biggest streamer, Kai Cenat. You go watch some sports. Who do you see? Black people ruling over every sport. Fucking track, football, basketball, every sport. Who do you see with these cool hairstyles that only African Americans can get? Waves, braids, dreads, a whole bunch of stuff that African Americans can do with their hair that other races cannot. After a while, I started to think like, damn, maybe that's why other people are jealous of us, because we can do a whole lot of stuff that they can't. And I like to think about it too, that African Americans are 13% of the American population. If African Americans rule as much as they do individually, because you know African Americans or black people do not really help each other. We don't stick together nowadays. So if they can become big individually, imagine if black people were to unite and not look at African Americans or black people as the enemy and look at one of another as brothers and sisters. If we were able to think like with that type of thinking, we'd be able to take over the world. And that's why they continue to do everything they can to keep African Americans oppressed. Think about it.
Happy Black History Month to black people in America. It's a pleasure and an honor having you watching my video here today. Being black and in America is the coolest thing ever. We argue with facts, we don't deal with rumors. My first time subscribers, my first time viewers, those who don't know my identity and my name, I'm Marvin, and please and kindly feel free to hit the subscribe icon below for more black American hot gossips and trends. I also dig deeper into the minority groups in America, brown and white communities, and the marginalized communities in America. You can as well share this video to your fellow black Americans, those who feel like white supremacists are taking the best out of them. Let this video uplift them up. Let them know that it is not yet over. It is only the beginning. And to add it up, like this video. Our interest today will be in America, where black people, we all know for the longest time possible, have been mistreated by white supremacists. Trump is a white supremacist. He undermines black Americans. On a recent post on his Truth Social account, he posted the Obamas depicted as apes. This is a strong backlash that black Americans have not yet recovered from. Now, Trump is doing it yet again. On a recent invitation of governors in America, not so many people are familiar that America has only one black governor, Wes Moore, and he is the leader of Maryland. He was not invited to White House in this year invitation. Why? It is because Trump undermines black Americans. Now, back to our original discussion. Why can we say that being black in America is the coolest thing ever? It is because black people are the concentration in a white supremacist world. They are the majority community in America. You can see the brown communities, the Latinos, the Venezuelans, the Cubans want to indulge black Americans into their world. It is because they know being black is the coolest thing ever possible. They want to be around black people. When you turn on a television, when you go into the social media account, you will get the center of attraction is evolving around black people. We have black excellence, we have black pride, we have black power, and we have Black Lives Matter. Black people in America are indigenous in America. They came in America as early as 1619. They fought for the rights of black people, the immigrants, to have a safe place to work in. That's why many people look after black folks. It is such a big shame when you hear a person turning his back on black Americans. You had the recent case of Nicki Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj wants black Americans to be part of her. She knows that being black is the best thing that can ever happen to a person, especially when you live in America. White people also talk about black Americans. They do not want black Americans to be at the top because they see black people as a competition. The videos we're having today is a reflection of the topic of discussion here. Make sure you watch this short video to the end so that we can be on the same page. A question I have for you today: if you're a black person, especially in America, are you proud enough of being black? What would you advise those people, especially the black family, the black race, those who long to come to America for greener pastures? What advice will you give them? Is America a good platform for black people to strive in? The freedom immigrants have in America, it is because black Americans fought for your rights. You should not disrespect this kind of people. Make sure you stay with me till the end, share your opinion, share your response, and I will humbly respond to you. Let's watch, family.
And you can tell everything you need to know about a person by how they pronounce the word black when referring to people. Because first of all, it shouldn't be weird. Black is a common color and is a word that can be used quite commonly. The only reason that word is weird to people is because of the people group it's associated with. And the weirdness by which we treat that word tells you everything you need to know about the anti-blackness in the world around us. I've never seen so many people afraid to say the name of a color. Maybe because they know by referring to us as only a color, they're dehumanizing us. Because even though other people are labeled by their colors, for us, it was a sign, symbol, and justification for our forced enslavement, forced displacement, and lack of human status in many societies. There is nothing wrong with being black. There is nothing wrong with the word black, and there is nothing wrong with the color black. The racist past and connotation attached to that word is not black people's to carry, because on the continent, we never thought of ourselves in this way. This is a title we've adapted to. It is a title attached to us by oppressors that we've reclaimed for our own honor. And it is something I'm proud to be every month, not just this one.
Y'all, I'm on my way to the gym, and while I was driving, I just had like a thought, and I wanted to share it with y'all. I love being a black woman. Like, I know that sounds weird. Like, why would you think about that? But like, y'all, being black is so lit. Like, I just love being a black woman. Like, being black is really a superpower. Like, legit, we are so creative. We are so talented. We're so beautiful. Our skin, our bodies, our hair is just so thick and beautiful. Oh my God, y'all. I wouldn't trade being a black woman for nothing in the world. Thank you, God, for making me a black woman.
So I was raised that black people were God's favorite and they were the superior race. And it was interesting to be raised with that mentality because I think it's different than a lot of how other like white people were raised. And I do believe that if more people were raised this way, the world would be a little bit better of a place and maybe we can get along a little bit nicer together. Obviously, there's pros and cons to everything. So I would love to discuss the pros and cons of what it was like to be raised with this mentality, as well as like what you think about it and what you think we should do going forward to raise the next generation of children who are carrying the future for us. So how this mentality came about, I was really quizzical and curious as a child and very outspoken. It's interesting to look back now that we're in this ginger talk right now. I'm kind of reliving a few of the silly little traumas that we face as gingers. And I noticed that I was more outspoken between the ages of 0 and 8. And once I started getting really made fun of as a ginger, I kind of lost my voice and I wasn't as brave or outspoken and I was shy and timid. So it's kind of interesting to have that realization now, so many years later. Anyway, back to the important topic here. The way that this mentality was brought on to me was, as I said, I was very outspoken and, you know, I was quizzical and curious as a child. So before the age of 6, I asked my mom, why do we call them black people when they're more different shades of brown? And I asked her, why do people treat them differently or call them names? Like, what does this mean? Why is this happening? And how do you explain race and racism to a child that is under the age of 6 in a way that they can understand? Because obviously they're not going to be able to comprehend or grasp the entirety of the depth of what racism really truly is. So how do you explain that to a child? She knew that I loved my brownies and my cookies baked a little bit longer than you're supposed to, because the crispy edge of the brownie was always my favorite. And I loved when the chocolate chip cookie was a little bit crispy on the outside and a little gooey on the inside. And that was the perfect way to bake the cookies and bake the brownies. So she used that analogy. And yes, it sounds crazy, but as a 4-year-old child, it made perfect sense. And she used that analogy and she said, you know how you like your cookies and your brownies baked a little bit extra? That's kind of what God did with black people. He took more time and more love into creating black people. And that's why they're a little bit darker than you. He just baked them a little bit longer. That's how she described race to me. And she said that anybody who talks badly about them or is mean to them is just jealous. So right away, I was kind of just like completely infatuated and just in awe of black people, because I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it like to be God's favorite? What is it like to, just be loved a little bit more from God? Like, I just thought it was incredible and amazing. And so I always just gravitated towards black people because I was like, oh my God, like they're so lucky. Do they know how lucky they are? Like, how cool is it that God spent a little bit more time on them? I was fascinated by it.
Now, do you get my point? Being black in America is the coolest thing ever. If you're against this, let me know in the comment section below and let others know your opinion. Argue with facts, do not deal with rumors. If you're still here with me up to now, thank you and God protect your family. My black Americans family in America, you are struggling in a white supremacist world. White people are against black Americans. You can see the racist slurs black people continue to face in America. It is because white people see black Americans as a competition. Remember, when you feel down and lonely and you're a black American, kindly come back to my channel and click on one of my videos and I'll give you a leaning shoulder to lean on. Make sure you share this video to fellow family and friends. Let us be on the same page. Let's argue as to why black people continue to be talked globally. Black race is pride. Black race is power. And when black Americans join hand, white supremacists will always tremble. If your neighbor is a black American, if your work colleague is a black American, kindly take this person as your family, because 2 voices is stronger than 1 voice. Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode where I'll continue champion for the rights of black Americans in a white supremacist world. Trump is against black Americans. The mainstream media does not show the struggles of black Americans in America, but my page deals with how black Americans continue to struggle with white people in America. God bless you, God protect you, and remember, don't forget to hit the subscribe icon below. Thank you and goodbye.